And we're live.
Hello and welcome to the Pete Braley Show. This is show number 202. I'm Pete Braley along with my co-host, the executive producer, the show creator, and the all-around great guy. That's my son, Matt.
Good morning.
Happy Friday.
Thank you.
Happy Friday the 13th.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun. Thank you for choosing us today. Our goal is to simply start your day off on a positive note. So if you like what we do, please be sure to hit the like button, the thumbs up, and subscribe so you don't miss any future shows. We're live on YouTube weekday mornings at 8 o'clock, and you can also find us wherever you go for your favorite podcasts. Coming up today, it is Feel Good Friday, so we have some good news stories for you. Foodie Friday today. We had something planned, but then we
Got COVID,
so we couldn't go out. So we did have a backup plan, though. We have a story about some tips on tipping. I know normally you think about this around the holidays, but it just came about. There's one that I wonder about, too. Maybe I should feel guilty about. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
And we have some ways to beat the afternoon slump. You get groggy around like 2 in the afternoon.
What about the 8 a.m. slump? What's our strategy there?
You want me to? Okay, I'll look that one up.
Yeah.
I'll look that one up.
A little tired.
Anyway, good morning and welcome to Friday. It is Friday the 13th. Dun, dun, dun. Today would have been my brother's 63rd birthday, and I think of him this morning not only because it's his birthday, but also because he always thought if Friday the 13th fell on his birthday, he was super lucky.
Oh?
Yeah, he used to think it was a big deal if his birthday was on Friday that year.
Okay. I mean, I applaud the attitude, being positive about it.
So if you're wondering, I mean, where did all this ever come from? We went to history.com yesterday, and the fear of the number 13 is, if it bothers you, it's known as triskaidekaphobia. And for bonus points, Matt will now spell it.
Silent P. T. P.
Riskaidekaphobia. Yeah.
Riskaidekaphobia?
No, it's triskaidekaphobia.
Oh, okay. So at least I had some T's in there.
triskaidekaphobia.
I was going with the pterodactyl strategy with the P in the beginning.
Can you
Doesn't pterodactyl? I'm pretty sure pterodactyl.
Yes, it does start with the T.
That was my strategy.
Yes. Yeah. Imagine if Wordle had that many letters.
Oh my! I wouldn't play.
According to biblical tradition, 13 guests attended the Last Supper. There was Jesus and the 12 apostles. One of them, of course, Judas, betrayed him. The seating arrangement at the Last Supper is believed to have given rise to a long-standing Christian superstition that having 13 guests at a table is a bad omen.
So if you end up with 13, do you kick somebody out or do you get the homeless guy off the street?
I would get the homeless guy off the street.
Okay.
Yeah, no matter what. Though Friday's negative associations are a bit weaker, some have suggested that they also have roots in Christian tradition. Just as Jesus was crucified on a Friday, Friday was also said to be the day Eve gave Adam the fateful apple from the tree of knowledge, as well as they think Friday was the day that Cain killed his brother Abel. Of course, how they know that? I guess you could backtrack, right?
I guess.
But we changed
Why a
calendar.
Friday, though? You're supposed to be getting excited for the weekend. Why so much death on Fridays? Come on.
Negativity.
Do it on a Monday or something.
So what is it?
What? What are you saying over there?
I was going to say some hotels.
Okay. You should finish your statement.
I should, yeah.
Yeah.
Some hotels don't have a 13th floor.
Oh, okay.
Because if you're in an elevator sometimes, check it out. Sometimes it'll go 12, 14.
That's trippy.
But then doesn't that make the 14th floor the 13th floor? I mean...
Technically, but not technically.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. But isn't it also true, exit signs, there's no exit 13? Or is there...
I don't know about that.
They skip certain exits, or at least they used to until they redid the exits and confused all of us. But that they would skip certain exits. I don't know why. I don't know the reason behind it.
That's true. They would.
But I don't know if they skip 13, maybe. I don't know.
So anyway, does the number 13 bother you? I know some people won't even get out of bed on this day. They'll call in sick.
I mean, it's not a terrible idea, Maybe just take a personal day today. If it affects you. I was talking to Justin about it. I was like, half the time I don't remember what day it is. So I feel like that's kind of a benefit here.
Yeah, maybe.
If something bad happens, I'm like, just my luck all the time. You know what I'm saying?
But then look at all the sports stars that were like Dan Marino was number 13, right?
Alex Rodriguez was.
Oh,
threw his career away.
Have you noticed on Facebook that every story, especially if you go to the news section of Facebook, every story that mentions Alex Rodriguez now calls him Alex A-Rod Rodriguez. They never did that before.
I don't know why Facebook is really throwing the Alex Rodriguez stories at you. I personally don't get a lot of those. But that's how... I don't know
if he's trying to change his image.
No, that's when people get older. That's how you refer to someone with a nickname, though.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
I'd never seen that before. I've noticed a change recently, and I thought, why are they doing this?
Maybe his PR department's trying to get that out there.
Yeah, could be. Anyway, good morning, happy Friday, welcome. It is the 13th of May, which, by the way, this is the only Friday the 13th. This year.
Wow.
I looked ahead.
Everybody throw a party.
Yeah. Because it has been, this is the first one we've had this year, but it's also the only one.
Yeah.
So, wow. It's National Apple Pie Day. That one you could celebrate, right?
Yeah. Yep. No cheese, though. Don't get your cheese away from my pie.
Remember we learned that? The first apple pie recipe printed was in England in 1381. The list of ingredients included good apples, good spices. Notice I have to say that in the recipe.
I know. That's very interesting.
Make sure you use the good apple.
If you use a rotten apple, it won't be as good.
Also, it called for figs, raisins, pears, saffron, and cofin, C-O-F-Y-N. It's a type of pastry crust that they had in the 1300s.
Right. Why are there so many things in an apple pie? Is it not just apples and pie?
Well, you have to have the spices.
Yeah, I guess.
A little,
But figs? I don't know. It's a weird addition.
It's National Crouton Day, of which this guy is not a fan.
I don't mind them.
Mom was on a salad kick the other day. We had salads a couple of times, and every she still does it. Every time she's like, salad cookies? I'm like, nope.
Yeah, this family refers to them as salad cookies for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know who started it, but
I'm just not a fan of crunchy hard bread.
I don't mind them, I guess. I don't really seek them out ever, but yeah.
It's National Frog Jumping Day.
Oh, cool. I'm glad we have a day for that.
It's National Fruit Cocktail Day. I used to love that. Little fruit cocktail. Mom would buy the snack sizes.
So what would that be?
That's it's diced up different fruits. Like there would be peaches, pears, I think cherries, right? What else?
So it's like a mini fruit salad or something?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, okay.
And it's in like a syrup.
I was thinking like, I don't know, fruity alcoholic cocktails.
Oh, no.
I was like, okay.
And today's also, it always happens on the first Friday the 13th of the year. Today is National Blame Someone Else Day. It's not your fault. You blame somebody else.
It's a weird day to have. I don't know. I feel like a husband definitely made up this day just to prove he was right in an argument.
And it's always on the first Friday the 13th. On the Datebook, on this day in 1934, the Great Dust Bowl swept across the U.S. prairies. Great PBS special on that.
Oh, I'm sure. You've seen that many
Yes.
times. Yeah.
On this day in Gotta get in voice here.
me.
On this day in 1965, the Rolling Stones recorded Satisfaction.
Let's hear it.
I can't get no satisfaction, but I try, and I try, and I try, and I try.
Nice. Like a little weak. You weren't. I didn't feel the passion in it.
Oh no!
I know.
I can't get no.
Thank you. That's what we expect on a Friday morning.
Right. The Beatles movie Let It Be premiered on this day in 1970. Now that was the movie, not the song.
Let's hear some Let It Be though.
Oh man!
Come on.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comforts me. Do you ever
This is
notice
me playing the piano, and I don't know how to play the piano.
Do you ever notice when I do Paul McCartney, I get British? Speaking words of wisdom, let it be.
Doom, doom, doom. Yeah, I nailed that part for you.
Mm-hmm. On this day in 2004, we had the final episode of Frasier on NBC, watched by 33 million. And on this day in 2013, the Canadian astronaut Chris Hadfield departed the International Space Station to return to Earth. The reason I mention that is that guy has some great YouTube videos.
Yeah, he's like the social media star of the space station.
Yeah. He was the guy that would just show you, how do we eat up here? Well, like this.
Yeah, he's like the spokesperson for astronauts. Like when all the astronaut movies came out, I don't know, there was a period of in a couple of years where like, I don't know, the trend was to make astronaut movies.
Right.
So, yeah, he would make YouTube videos of like, you know, Is it real? What's real in these movies?
How do we brush our teeth? Let's find out.
I saw a cool TikTok. It wasn't him, but it was. They put an Alka-Seltzer tablet in a water bubble.
Oh, what happened?
It just the water bubble kept getting bigger.
Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Celebrity birthdays today. Stevie Wonder is 72 today. So many great Stevie Wonder songs, huh?
Should we hear one this morning?
You are the sunshine of my life, girl. That's the best I can come up with.
Okay. That works.
Basketball's Dennis Rodman, 61 today. Announcer Sean McDonough is 60. Stephen Colbert is 58, suffering COVID. Darius Rucker, you like him? He's 56 today.
Let's hear Darius Rucker, the song there, Pete.
Darius.
Don't go for Wagon Wheel. Let's get a different song besides Wagon Wheel.
Besides Wagon Wheel?
Yeah.
Oh, man, now you get me. And
so it led me here to this. That's a good one.
Which one?
This.
I don't know that one.
Okay. No. I'm trying to help you out here.
I know.
Why don't we hear a little bit of Let Her Cry?
Let her cry. Let the
tears fall down like rain. Let her sing. If it eases all her pain, you gotta let her go.
Just gonna let him go.
Let her walk right out on me.
When sun comes up tomorrow, let her be.
Let her be. Thank you.
Baseball's Barry Zito is 44 today, and actor Robert Pattinson is 36. All right, who do we have in the chats this morning? Who's there on this Friday the 13th?
Nobody's left after all that singing, I'll tell you that much. No, what's up, guys?
I'm going to think of like 27 Darius Rucker songs the minute the show's over.
Yeah. He has a new one I'm not a huge fan of,
really?
To be honest. Yeah, it's like a little corny. I don't know.
Is it another one about like summertime and drinking?
Yeah, but it's like it's talking about like nowadays and like technology and where it's at. But it's what's it called? Same beer, different problem, I think is the name of the song.
Oh,
but he's
yes.
like, there's a part where he's like 3G, 4G, 5G. And I'm like, that's kind of. I'm not a huge fan of it. Anyways, I'm an old Darius fan.
Oh, I like me some Hootie.
Yeah, Hootie in the beginning of Darius. Gary did say, send good vibes here as Emily has the flu, meaning we're stuck at home. Oh
no.
Well, feel better, Emily, please.
Yes,
and
please.
Gary, stay safe.
Yes.
No kissing. Stay apart, okay? None of that.
Maybe it can be like Josh and Kat.
Keep it PG.
Kat had COVID, and her fiance never got sick.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened still. Anyways, Justin says, I see Pete embraced his aqua this morning.
Yes. Yesterday, I know you might find this hard to believe, Justin, but yesterday was a warm day here.
Yeah.
I sat outside, got a little vitamin D for a while.
A little bit. Way too hot in my room. I have to negotiate with the maintenance department here.
Get the AC
we can
today.
Get the ACs in. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I am the worker of the maintenance department, but Trish is the head of the maintenance department.
I see.
She
makes
orders
the
me
decisions.
around. Yeah.
Right.
So I just need to get it approved.
So you don't move until she orders you.
I just hope that she's here, today. It's Friday the 13th. She's going on vacation. I don't know if she's in the office. So I hope that she's in the office.
Gotcha.
Or else it's going to be a long week. It's going to be a long week.
Yeah.
Abby did say, I'd like to wish my dad a happy birthday on this lovely Friday the 13th. Yes. Abby's dad, Pete's brother. Happy heavenly birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And Abby did say, I'll take dad's lucky day. So take it, Abby.
Yeah,
turn around, make it a lucky day.
Yeah, he used to think it was an extra special day when it fell on a Friday.
Justin said to me last night, he said, I try and take like a good attitude when it comes to Friday the 13th. Like everyone thinks it's bad luck. Justin likes to think it's good luck.
Okay.
But that's what you get with the number 13. Either people hate it or it's their lucky number.
Right.
So
how dare you choose that number?
It is a bold move choosing 13 as your lucky number. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
But Abby said, it's really odd to me that drivers don't know what to do at a 4-way stop. We have 3 sets of lights in this town. The rest are 4 or 3-way stop signs, and people have no idea what to do. Yeah, the thing that makes me mad about 4-way stops, and I don't know, we don't have that many, like, close by. I always think of the one in Acushnet.
Okay.
Which is kind of like a 3-way, but technically there's a 4th street.
And it's like a main intersection, too. You're right there at Town Hall.
Yeah. The thing that bothers me is when people try to be nice.
Yeah, it's like,
don't be nice because
follow the rules.
It makes it worse when you're trying to be nice.
Exactly, I agree.
It's just based on who gets there first, and whoever gets there first, it's the person to the right.
Yeah,
I think
if you get there at the same time as the one on the right.
Yeah, that's what I was.
And I've known.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I've known that rule for too many years.
Yeah.
It's like Abby says, how can you not know that rule?
And if there's a long line of cars at each side, it's just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Like, just keep on going, guys, in the rotation.
You take turns.
You got this. I believe
Take
you.
turns.
No one's better than anybody else. Just go when it's your turn. It's not that hard.
Abby, you are lucky you don't have a rotary up there, right? There's no rotaries, I don't think, in Vermont. Because that's another thing where people like, oh, what the hell do I do now?
Yeah, it's not hard. What makes it hard, though, is when people don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And when you have the guy in front of you that's driving like 10 miles per hour. You're like, no. The speed limit's like 30. We got to keep this moving or else it's going to make it a million times worse.
Let's not forget the person in the rotary has the right of way.
And know what lane you need to be in. If it's a 2-lane rotary.
Yes.
Know what lane you got to be in, okay? The signs will let you know.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing that always aggravated me is when I was in my right lane, but someone on the inside needed to like dart in front of me to get out. It's like, if that happens to you, take it around. Go around again or something. I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, frustrating drivers, topic of the Friday the 13th,
Friday the 13th show.
Yeah. Anyways, back to you.
All right. In the news this morning, Elon Musk's $44 billion purchase of Twitter is temporarily on hold this morning. The billionaire shared the news in a tweet this morning and said he's pumping the brakes on the deal because Twitter claims that less than 5% of their users are spam or fake accounts. Less than 5%? Musk is skeptical that number is low. He has said that once he takes over Twitter, he wants to improve the platform by authenticating all human accounts. And I remember when we first read that, we thought, what does that mean? It means he wants to get rid of the bots. He wants to get rid of all the fake things.
Why? So is he going to try and negotiate the price down? I don't understand. Like if there's more spam accounts?
Yeah. News of the deal being put on hold did cause Twitter's shares to dip 23% in pre-market trading, according to the New York Times.
I was just hoping, you know how like when you try and like deposit a check and it's like a bigger check and they're like, all right, you can have a little money now. You know, it takes a couple days.
Yes.
I was kind of hoping it was like that. It'd make me feel a little bit better. Billionaires go through the same problems we do. It's like, we're just waiting for the check to clear, really. This is a process we need to go through.
Happens all the time.
Yeah.
Ray Romano will play legendary college basketball head coach Jim Valvano in a new movie. The actor will also produce. He tells Deadline magazine, Jim Valvano has always been an inspiration to me. I'm looking forward to working with the team as well as the Valvano family to bring Jim's incredible story and legacy to the screen. Disney Plus has reportedly gained 7.9 million subscribers in just the first 3 months of 2022, raising its total to 137.7 million. That's a 33% increase from last year. In contrast, Netflix has only about 214 million subscribers.
Netflix's new laxative. Get Netflix today.
So why do you think Disney's seen this big jump? Have they really added shows the beginning of this year?
I don't even know if it's adding shows. Well, I mean, they keep coming out with great. Disney has the best original content, right?
Okay.
Because it's Disney. So like it doesn't seem like it's original content, but it is. So Disney definitely has that. And I mean, I think of like the big animated movies that just keep on coming out.
Yeah.
That just smash records. Disney's just going to keep on doing that.
That's the thing I think that's amazing is, yes, it's great to come out with a great movie, but then to keep doing it year after year after year.
But that's the thing. Like, I don't know. When I think of Netflix, I think of like, you know, Netflix is kind of, I guess, small when it comes to the ability to create big things. So like they create a lot of flops. You know, they do create a lot of great things, but they create a lot of flops too. Right. With Disney, they just have so many. Like they have Marvel, who keeps on coming out with shows. So I guess it would. I wonder if that would technically be Disney original content because they bought Marvel. So they just keep buying people that make really good stuff, and so they come out with a lot of great stuff. Plus, it's great for parents, right? I mean, there's thousands of things for kids on Disney. So.
Definitely. Have you noticed any problem? Have you gone to Subway recently? Subway sandwich shop? Supply chain issues.
Who goes to Subway?
Supply chain issues and an outbreak of avian flu have led to a shortage of turkey at Subway locations around the country. The supply has been cut down after a bird flu outbreak forced the temporary closure of a processing plant, and some franchisees have said that it hasn't been easy to get ham or roast beef either. since the closure of that factory. A Subway spokesperson said the company was working to source meats from additional suppliers, but the company could run into further issues if more cases of the bird flu spread.
There's some turkeys in Cat's backyard if you guys need some.
That's right.
It's always an option.
And I guess there's also a shortage of baby formula.
Oh.
That's been going on for a couple of months, I guess.
Interesting.
And again, they say it's pandemic related, supply chain issues, and just things are crazy.
Just back to the turkey thing real quick. Kat was telling me that the other day she saw a guy like pull over to the side of the road and was like taking pictures, and it looked like he was taking pictures of like their house or her car. So she was like looking out the window like, what is this?
What's going on?
Is this a stalker? What's going on here? And he was taking pictures of the turkeys. But can we just... That's fine, but don't be a creep, you know?
Yeah.
Somebody lives in that house, so maybe don't like start walking into their yard to get pictures of wild turkeys. Let's, take it easy.
Got this flock of turkeys that are in the neighborhood all day. So
I saw just one in her backyard. I was like, you poor guy. Did you lose the pack? What happened? Did you get voted
kick you
out?
out?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess there's like an audition phase, and
I guess
he didn't make it.
I guess.
Poor guy.
Time for a Stumpah this morning, and it is a brand new Stumpah as Abby got it yesterday after 4 days.
Yeah, by the way, Abby's kind of pulling ahead here, so I think, last time we were against Gary, it's all against Abby now.
I guess so.
Everybody needs to team up and take down Abby. Abby's gained quite the lead.
We love you, but they got to take you down.
We love you, but screw you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
According to a recent survey by Gerber, do we have the same one? Yes. 37% of 1-year-olds have this. What is it?
Gerber babies.
Gerber baby food.
Yeah, new Stumpah. I'm excited.
According to a recent survey by Gerber, 37% of 1-year-olds have this. What is it? All right, let's get your answers going in the chat. And as we always say, if you're playing along later in the day, or if you're listening on the podcast, you can claim to be the winner. It's fine with us.
Yeah, you might be, honestly.
Yeah. Today's fascinating fact. Did you know that in Switzerland, it is illegal to own just one guinea pig? You can't have just one.
You got to own a pack.
Because evidently they crave social interaction so much. In their natural habitat, they live in groups, and they are very... I hate this word, communicative. Oh, I got it. I always have trouble with that.
It's just kind of a stupid word, to be honest.
They talk a lot.
Yeah, they're very talkative.
They're very talkative animals here. So in Switzerland, you cannot have just one guinea pig.
They should just sell them in like a pack, like a 6-pack. 6-pack of pig, a 6-pack of guinea pigs.
6-pack of guinea pigs.
Yeah.
All right, so what do you think? According to a recent survey by Gerber, 37% of 1-year-olds have this. What is it?
First answer I have is, Gary says Binky.
Binky. No, not a Binky.
Not it.
Nope.
Not it. Justin says birthmarks.
No, not birthmarks.
Not birthmarks. Abby says life insurance.
Life insurance. No.
That's a good guess.
Yeah.
Justin says trust fund.
Trust fund. Nope.
Trust fund. I'm a trust fund, baby. You can trust me. Well, Hamilton,
That's right. That's where it's from. Yeah.
No, not it. Abby says allergy to food.
Allergy to food? No, that's not it.
Allergy to a food. Not allergic to all food.
All food.
That would be a struggle.
Yeah, it would be.
Gary said hair. That's a good guess.
No, not hair.
When do you start growing hair? Is that like I mean, you're born with some hair.
Some people are born with quite a head of hair.
Yeah, but sometimes you look bald for a while.
Yeah.
I expected that was you.
I don't know. I'd have to.
Okay. I just figured maybe they were foreshadowing your future there.
Could be.
Could be. Yeah. Diane says a cowlick. That's a good guess.
No, that's not it.
Not it. Justin says no hair.
No hair. Nope.
Nope. Abby says a favorite food.
Really?
Oh, well, no, I guess maybe.
Mac and cheese. No, that's
not it. When do you start eating normal food? I need to learn more about babies.
Maybe a year and a half. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe after a year you start introducing new
their
foods?
favorite food is milk.
Probably.
I would think so.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Anyways, Justin says allergy to milk.
Allergy to milk? No, that's not it. No.
Justin says extra finger or toe.
No, that's not it.
No. I mean,
could happen.
37% though. That's a high amount of babies like that. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
true.
I don't know.
That's true.
I just don't think that's true. Emily says ear piercing.
Ear piercing? Nope, that's not.
Don't
you
do it.
hated that, right?
Don't pierce your child's ears. They're screaming. They're crying. I said scrying. That's a combination. That's what they were doing.
It's that intense.
Don't torture your child. Wait until they're old enough, and if they want one, sure, take them to get one.
If you missed it, he used to work in a place where right outside the door there was a ear piercing place.
Yeah.
And they used to do that to babies.
It was just crying babies all day. Yeah, don't do that. Wait until they're old. Emily says tubes in their ears.
No, that's not it.
Not it. Abby says pre-existing condition.
No.
In parentheses, problem with life insurance.
No.
Either way, no. Not
That
it.
would be a problem. Yeah.
Justin says major disease or condition.
No.
Guys, let's not get so sad this morning. Justin says nutrient deficit.
No, that's not it. No.
Emily says favorite parent.
Oh, no.
Not it, though.
Everybody knows it's mom.
I'm not going to say anything.
Well, I mean, the baby goes to mom for nursing. So
okay. I thought you were saying in this family.
No.
Awkward. Just exposed myself there. No, I'm kidding. They're both sufficiently okay.
They're both adequate.
Yeah, exactly. They both get the job done,
It's all my life I strive for adequate.
Yeah. That's what you should strive for. Diane says lactose intolerance.
No, that's not it.
Nope. Justin says attachment issues.
No.
Nope. Abby says reflux. I don't know what that is.
That's like a
Acid
burping
reflux?
and throwing. Yeah. No, that's not it.
Not it.
Nope.
Dana says colic.
Colic. No, that's not it.
I don't know what that is, but
It's coughing a lot.
Okay.
Very colicky baby.
Okay. Abby says Gerber life insurance policy. Does Gerber have life insurance?
Probably, but
Not it.
No.
Val says diaper rash.
No, not diaper rash.
Nope. Abby says winning the Gerber baby photo challenge thing.
No, that's
not it. Dana says attitude.
Attitude. No, that's not it.
That number's probably a lot high. You know what I'm saying? Those 1-year-olds walk around thinking they run the house. Well, joke's on the parents because they do.
They do actually.
They do actually run the house.
Yeah.
Justin says promising athletic ability. At 1 year old, you think you could tell?
Wow.
Not it.
No.
Not it.
No.
Abby says Gerber clothes. Abby's really nailing the Gerber
Nailing the
things.
Gerber, yeah.
No, not Gerber clothes.
No.
Justin says only one parent.
No.
Nope, not it. Gary says a car. Gary, what? Like a toy car? I hope.
No, it's not a car.
That's just a bad investment if you're buying your 1-year-old a car.
Bought my boy a car.
He's going to have it when he turns 16. The car's not going to work, but he's going to have it when he turns 16.
I'm going to cover it up in the shed.
By the way, I can only afford a car from 1990, so when he turns 16, that car's going to be really old. It's going to be a fossil by then. Val says teeth.
No, not teeth. No.
Abby just keeps on going. Gerber puffs.
No, it's...
Hey, those puffs are good stuff, though.
Yeah,
I had some puffs in my day.
I had...
Not when I was a baby.
No, I stole some of Liam's.
I'm talking like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I had some puffs. Pretty good. Dana says booster seat.
No, not a booster seat.
Not it. Justin says bad vision.
No.
Nope. Abby says their own room.
No, not the wrong room.
It's actually probably more common for a 1-year-old to have their own room as opposed to like a 7-year-old. Right?
True.
Because when they're a baby, you kind of keep them by
Right.
themselves, if you can.
I like that.
Val says, this is from G, twin sibling.
Twin sibling. No, that's not it.
Not it.
No.
Abby says a big kid bed.
No, not a big kid bed. No.
1 year old, kind of early, right? They're going to roll right out.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Justin says same gender parents.
No, that's not it.
Not it. Abby says a bed in the parents' room.
No, that's not it.
That's sometimes common, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to the parents that make themselves miserable over like other kids in the family. Shout out.
We don't want to wake up the kids.
You're a legend
Put
for
them
that.
in with us.
Dana says their own bed.
No, not their own bed. No.
Well, I feel like it should be their own bed, their own crib. I'm hoping.
Well, yeah, they should have.
I'm hoping that they don't have like an 8-year-old brother and they're like, hey, by the way, the baby's sleeping with you. Deal with it. So Abby says, you okay there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm getting much better, by the way.
Abby says a favorite stuffed animal.
No, that's not it.
Not it.
No.
And that's all I got for answers.
All right. It's
Stoked.
a weekend Stumpah.
Yeah.
Oh, so Justin's going to find out the answer because he's hosting with you Monday. Unless you're going to keep him in the dark.
I'll see what he wants to do.
Okay.
Normally, he's a good man. Normally, he says, I don't want any controversy, so he takes himself out. Even though I'm like, I don't need to tell you the answer. Like, you can play live. He's like, I don't want people to think that I have an advantage.
I can respect that.
So, yeah.
Yeah, if you missed it, Trish and I are leaving tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. Although I got to say, it is good. It can be a 12-hour drive to Virginia Beach. So if we leave at 5 in the morning, we get there 5 in the afternoon. So you're not getting there like at 9 o'clock at night.
You don't get there and have to go to bed.
Right. So we're leaving tomorrow morning, and we're going down to see Sarah, Liam, Steven, Doug, Marla. Did I get everybody?
I think. The dogs.
And of course, we're going to see Luke and Yoda and Roscoe.
It's normally my reason to go.
Yeah.
I love those pups.
So we are heading down tomorrow for a little vacation. We haven't seen the little guy since March, I don't think. Of course, we see him on FaceTime. FaceTimed him last night. But, yeah, we're heading down and...
and they're negative for COVID, by the way. So
Yes.
Yes,
we did check.
that's the reason they're still
And
going.
Matt did offer. He said, hey, Justin and I, we'd be glad to do the show one day.
We'd be glad to take over the show for permanently. And he was, and I was like, I mean one day. I meant one day is all I meant. Yeah.
So we figured I'll take Monday. So,
Yeah, we were thinking we'd give you a long weekend. That was the goal. But also, the thing is, when you have to wake up for the show, Trish also has to wake up for the show.
Yes, because she insists that I have to make the bed.
To be honest,
you see the bed in the background.
It's more so being nice to Trish. I could care less about it. I mean, you signed up for this, is what I'm trying to say. Trish did not. So we're going to give Trish a day to sleep in down there.
Okay.
Although you guys will have Charlie. So
we will have Charlie, but he might go longer than 6:45.
Hopefully.
Which is when I
That's the goal. Yeah. That's the goal. Yeah.
All right, so let's get into it this morning. This is definitely a shake my head story from the New York Post. Talk about bad timing. A man has gone viral on TikTok for all the wrong reasons. It seems he proposed to his girlfriend during her father's funeral.
Okay.
To make matters worse, he got down on one knee right by the coffin.
Okay.
Apparently, she said yes, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
But when it came to reactions, he definitely got a firm no on the internet.
I'm just picturing everyone at the funeral. Like they're like, do we clap? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. What do we do here?
And I would love to know his thinking. I mean, I obviously he wanted to do this for a while. He thought it over. He bought a ring. But at the funeral?
If I had to guess, in his mind, he probably thought, "Oh, I want your dad to be here for this."
Well, yeah.
And I think in his mind, he was like, "This is great. She's gonna love this."
I thought you were going to say, I thought in his mind he was trying to cheer her up. But I mean,
No.
you're right there at the funeral.
No, I think in his mind, I feel like that's the only like logical-ish. It doesn't justify it at all. Don't do it. That's weird.
Can anybody think of a justification for this?
That's the only thing I can think of.
I can remember being at one of my uncles had died, and I can remember being at the funeral home, and I was seeing all the cousins, and we hadn't seen each other in years. Mm-hmm. So obviously we're talking, and the talking led to some laughter, and I felt guilty. I'm like, I'm laughing in a funeral home.
Yeah.
I shouldn't do this. Mm-hmm. And here's a guy, will you spend the rest of your life with me?
That's the tough thing about being a kid, too, going to funerals. I don't know. Did you ever have to go to funerals as a kid?
Yeah, I did.
I've only had to go to like a couple, but I don't know. It's just so awkward because you're a kid, so you're like just sitting there like I need to behave, but all I want to do is like prank somebody or play with Matchbox cars. Yeah, it's a really awkward place. But yeah, no, to propose, that's weird. I feel like you're starting the marriage off on a really weird foot there.
I think so. I mentioned I had a story about tipping this morning, and there is one that I have to ask you about, okay? But you probably learned old school tipping practices from your family, but we've kind of thrown out the rule book here in the post-pandemic world. Reader's Digest had some tips about how and who to tip in the here and now. And their first one makes me wonder. They say you should tip your Amazon delivery driver $5 to $20, depending on how many deliveries you get every week. Mm-hmm. My question is, have you been tipping your Amazon? I have not.
I also don't. What's the best way to do that? Because I'm not just going to leave like an envelope on my door that says like, if you're the Amazon driver, because what if the UPS driver takes it?
Could be.
What if he doesn't deserve it?
It's like the Amazon driver. I mean, usually they just show up. Sometimes they knock or ring the bell, but otherwise they just leave the thing there, take a picture, leave, send you an email.
But also, we get different people all the time. That's the thing too. Is I feel like we get different Amazon people. Right. Do you feel the same?
Yes, we do.
Like I don't even think I could picture like the common. Like I think we have the same UPS guy. And FedEx guy.
And we have the same post.
Yeah, I could definitely recognize the mailman.
Mailman, yeah.
But I don't think we have the same Amazon
Do
driver.
you tip your Amazon driver?
I don't know.
Reader's Digest says consider a tip of $5 to $20 if you get more than 2 deliveries a week, or in Sarah's case, daily.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I don't know if we get more than. Yeah, maybe we do.
Bottled water or juice and prepackaged snacks left on the porch is also a nice gesture. I can see that if it's a hot, if you're having a heat wave.
Yeah, but see, the tough thing about Amazon is they could come anywhere from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. So it's like by the time they get here, it's going to be really, really warm Gatorade that's waiting for them.
The next one I do agree with, and that is hairdressers and barbers. Make sure to tip your stylist and the assistant if you want good service going forward. Figure 15 or 20% for the stylist and another 5 to 10 for the person who washed your hair.
Do you tip your barber for your beard?
I tip my barber every day. What do I go, like every 2 or 3 weeks?
Hey, you better watch out. If you stop tipping, we'll give you like a Fu Manchu without asking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you give them a little extra at Christmas time? I do that.
Yeah.
I give them a little extra at Christmas. Your nail technician, you should tip for all services, including manicures, pedicures, foot massages, and polish changes. The amount depends on how much work is done, but 10 to 20% is about right. So
Okay.
that figures pretty. House cleaners, if you have a house cleaner, you probably give a gift around the holidays, but most people are adding a gratuity for every cleaning these days. Somewhere around 10% of the weekly charge for a house cleaner.
I would turn it into a game where, like, you hide a pile of dirt every time. If they find the pile of dirt, they get the extra tip. So, yeah. No, I don't know. Tip them, I guess. I don't have a cleaning lady. I guess I should tip Trish. I clean my own stuff, though. Where's my tip? Where's my tip, Trish?
He does.
Yeah.
We use one of those Swiffer dusters, And the thing is, we always dust the house, and then we leave it inside his door for him to do his.
Everyone's like, "Oh, living with your parents is great. You save money. You piggyback on the cleaning and stuff." No. The cleaning stops at my door every time. I'm responsible for my own cleaning,
and it stops here in the stew. You don't let me touch anything.
I do everything. It's like I got my own apartment up there. I'm just waiting until I get the utilities bill.
He's got a recliner up there now.
I do. I love that thing. I love it.
What was it? Cat and Josh had an extra recliner.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I was talking about getting a chair, and so I was looking into it, and I think it was Josh. He was just like, "Hey, I have an extra one if you want it." And I was like, yes, please.
So now he's got a recliner up there. We're never going to see him.
See, I love these people that are like, "Oh, my dream is to have a giant house. I just need a studio apartment. Just give me like a room, 10 by 10 or something." I don't know. I don't know the sizes of rooms.
And you're adding to your collection too, right? You're going to have all the furniture you need by the time. By the time you move.
I'll be able to furnish like a mansion by the time I get out of here.
A couple of other tips on tipping. If you want to become the beloved regular at your bar, they say you should tip your bartender generously, something like 50%.
Now, I feel like that's a lot.
Yeah, well, if you really want to become the head of the bar.
Yes, yeah.
To get the red carpet treatment at a coffee shop, they say just $5 straight into the tip jar.
Oh, okay. That's not bad. That's pretty good.
And don't leave your tip out in the open. Give it to the server directly. Put it in the holder that the check came in, a little billfold there, or use a credit card. And if people can't or won't accept tips, still give them a handshake and a sincere thank you.
There we go.
That'd be nice.
I had a couple people tried to tip me when I worked at Olympia Sports, which was really awkward because I'm like, I really didn't do much here. I really feel like I didn't deserve it.
They tried to tip you?
Yeah, I had some really nice old people tried to tip me, and I technically we're not allowed to accept tips, except I remember one guy, and I don't work there anymore, so I guess I can say this. It wasn't a lot of money. It was like a couple bucks, but he was like, just don't tell anybody. And he handed me the money. I was like, you know what? That's a good point. Nobody needs to know about that. So there was, for the longest time at one place, we would, any extra money that people left or tips, I guess you could say, we just put it on the register. It went to the Christmas party fund.
Oh, that was cool.
But yeah, a couple of really nice people. Like if you really helped them and just had a nice conversation.
If you went out of their way.
They were like, can you accept tips? I was like, no, we can't, unfortunately. And they were like, okay, well, just don't tell anybody. I was like, that's a really great point. Yeah.
It is time for Feel Good Friday. And if you're new to this feature or the show, welcome. Where you been? But there's a lot of times people say, you always you never give us the good news stories. So we have a segment that's dedicated to that, okay? Jonathan Ruby of Raleigh, North Carolina is a bartender. I don't know if he gets tips, but he's a bartender who happens to love math. So when he bought a lottery ticket recently, Jonathan was inspired by the number pi, which starts with, 3.1415. That just goes on
9, I think. I don't know.
This goes on forever?
Yeah.
So he selected the numbers 3, 14, 15, 31, and 41 on a $1 ticket.
Okay, I was wrong then. There's a 2-9 somewhere.
Somewhere, yeah. The numbers hit. Jonathan won the lottery, which was $192,000. He says the jackpot will help pay off bills and fund his retirement. So there you go. Making math work.
Is it sad how desensitized I've become when it comes to lottery? Because, like, when I read that, I was like, that's not a lot of money.
Yeah.
I'm sitting over here. I live with my parents. I'm like, that's nothing.
That's like if I'm at the store and I'll check to see what the jackpot is, and I'll see, it's only $20 million this week. Why bother?
Yeah, well, I don't need that.
Like, I don't need $20 million.
Yeah, right? Like, it would be a big help.
This story is out of our own hometown.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
In Fairhaven, Massachusetts, a DoorDash driver named Sophia Furtado, do you know her?
The name sounds familiar.
She was delivering a pizza to Karen Hebert Sullivan. Do you know her?
I don't know.
Unfortunately, while waiting for her order outside, Karen was outside, she fell and she hit her head. When Sophia showed up with the pizza, Karen was on the driveway and unresponsive. Now, luckily for Karen, Sophia had some emergency, she had some training as an EMT, and she put that knowledge to good use, taking care of Karen until the ambulance showed up. After calling 911, Sophia wrapped a blanket around Karen's head and applied direct pressure to the wound, keeping Karen stable. When first responders arrived, Sophia continued helping until Karen was taken to the hospital. Turns out it was a serious injury. Karen had emergency surgery for severe brain bleeds. Her doctor says if there had been any delay in her care, things could have gone very badly. Karen credits Sophia with saving her life, calling her a guardian angel. DoorDash awarded Sophia a $1,000 educational grant.
That's what I'm talking about.
And the Fairhaven Police Department honored her with a life-saving award.
So, moral of the story?
Yeah.
Order that burrito from DoorDash. It just might save your life.
Do it. Yep, spend the extra money.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's going to be a prerequisite. If you want to work for DoorDash, you must have had EMT training.
Yeah.
And finally, a family's pet cockatiel, which disappeared 3 years ago from their Pennsylvania home, is finally back with his family thanks to a miracle from Mayberry. Huh? The bird, appropriately named Lucky, recently turned up on the porch of a church. The pastor and a congregant knew that the bird must have belonged to someone, so they lured him into a box and brought him to a local animal rescue, which posted a picture of him on Facebook in hopes of finding his owner. Well, it worked. The family saw the picture and they knew that he was their bird, but just to be sure, they told workers at the animal rescue that Lucky always loved to hear the theme song from the Andy Griffith Show.
That's what I'm talking about.
So he whistled the tune, and Lucky immediately started bouncing and dancing. That was all the proof they needed. Lucky was reunited with the family. However, the family had moved to a smaller house. It had been 3 years. And they felt it wasn't big enough to adequately care for Lucky, so they turned him back over to the rescue group, who was able to find... Oh, actually, he became their office pet.
Such a great theme song, man.
It was. And
Good.
Do you know there are lyrics to that song?
No, I don't care about the lyrics.
Oh, you don't
I
care.
just want the whistling
Just
version.
want the whistle.
Yeah.
And I think I read once that it is Andy Griffith whistling.
Oh, that's awesome.
It is Andy whistling.
So, do you know the lyrics?
I know the beginning. Andy sang it, and it goes, "Well, put down your fishing pole and meet me by the fishing hole." Something like that. Yeah.
Trish and I used to watch that show when I was a kid.
Did you really?
Yeah. Memories.
Oh.
Yes.
Times with Mama.
Yep.
Yeah. Time for today's random question, and our random question is, what's the oldest thing in your home? And don't you dare point at me.
Hey, I literally put on my outline, you. I wanted to make sure I said it. I put, nobody looked. The answer's on here. If anybody says the exact answer on Monday, by the way, I know you cheated.
They know you took a screenshot.
Busted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally put you. In all caps, I put you right there. Yeah.
So what is the oldest thing you have in your home? And I did ask Trish this because I was like, do you have anything of your grandmother's? And she was like, well, I don't know. Some of the things we talked about, Mom has a favorite spatula.
Is it the metal one with the brown handle?
Yes.
Oh, that's the best one? I love that spatula.
I think we talked before about this, right? About how we have our favorite household items that we use. Mom has a favorite spatula that she says, and also the fork. There's one that's the same style.
And the mashed potato masher.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Well,
must have come in a set.
She got those at her bridal shower.
Trish did?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
we've been married 40 years. So you figured the shower was the year before, maybe, right? So that is 41 years old, that spatula.
Still kicking.
Yeah.
I love that spatula.
That's her favorite. She also mentioned, and I didn't realize this, we have a heating pad upstairs that we use, sometimes if your back's really bothering you or whatever.
Old people problems. Yeah.
I think you've used it, haven't you?
Probably. Yeah.
Okay. We have a heating pad that I forgot is my father's.
Wow.
So if I'm 60, Dad that's got to be at least 70 years old, right?
Yeah.
And if you're thinking, oh, Pete, that might be a hazard. The cord is not frayed.
No. It's in good condition.
I mean, you can even look at the cord and you can say, this looks old.
Plus, we got a certified firefighter in the house.
That's right.
Trisha. Firefighter Trish.
Trish is a certified firefighter.
Just because she doesn't work as a firefighter doesn't mean she ain't got that certification.
That's it.
If anybody's putting out a fire in this house, it's Trisha.
She's crawled around in those buildings with the stuff on and all that stuff.
But yeah, I'm trying to think. Definitely those two things. I don't think I would have something off the top of my head that's the oldest thing.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so thinking about the heating pad, it's got to be at least 70 years old.
I mean, the house itself, I would say probably the oldest thing of this house. This house is pretty old.
House is
I don't even know when it was built. It was
It's
built
an
a long
old
time
beach
ago.
cottage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The room we're sitting in did not exist.
No, this used to be at one time was the front porch.
Yeah. And now we still call it the porch.
Yeah. Trish calls it the porch. But so what's the oldest thing you have in your house? And I can't believe you said you.
I literally wrote it down. Yeah. By the way, just so any of you cheaters are out there, I'm going to go back and screenshot and see if I can see the answer on the outline. If I can, Stumpah's over. We'll get a new one.
Okay.
We'll get a new one.
We'll do that.
But luckily, I think the camera quality is just good enough to see our faces. I don't think it's good enough to read from that far.
Okay.
That's the goal, at least.
Even if you zoom in?
Just so you know, I'll be going back to the chat.
Here, look.
So I know there's definitely some people like screenshotting, zooming in, calling the CIA, trying to get the advanced thing there. No. So I'll know.
That's one of the things I love about. Last night I was watching that TV show FBI, and I always love it because when they get like a street cam video of somebody. Can you zoom on his face? Okay, facial rec. It's like they get everything in like 2 minutes.
No, but my favorite is when they zoom in and it's really blurry, and then they like press a button and it clears up, and it's like, that's not how pictures work.
That doesn't work.
You can't zoom in and it's pixelated and make it unpixelated. Like, that's not how that works.
And they send someone to facial rec, and they get an answer in like 30 seconds.
Or fingerprints and like DNA. They find instantly. Oh, it's Joe.
Yeah.
We know Joe.
Ballistics came back. No, wait. It would take a week. Come on.
All right. Oldest things in the house.
Yes.
Abby said my mama. There you go.
I set you all up for that, didn't I?
Dana says, my great-grandmother's diamond. That is our engagement ring.
Oh, nice.
That is cool.
Nice.
Emily says, I have a ring from my great-grandmother. What's up with great-grandmothers and passing down rings? Get a little bit more creative here, great-grandma.
I guess.
No, I'm just kidding. That's really cool. Abby says, cookie jar from Nana.
Okay.
What is the shape of the cookie jar?
I don't remember.
We need to know.
I don't remember.
Val says, workbench in cellar. Grandfather built it, 70-ish years old. Wow. And it's probably built a million times better than any workbench you could buy nowadays.
Right.
I guarantee it. That's how that stuff works. Abby said, Dad's wedding ring.
Oh, cool.
And Abby said, oh, I lied again. I have some old pictures of Dad and Uncle's grandparents. Old photos.
Wow.
There's got to be some things in the attic that are really old.
Oh, the swords that I have.
Oh, yeah. Those are in the shed for some reason.
They're in the shed?
Yeah. Good thing we keep the shed locked.
My
Although they're probably not sharp at all. You probably can't hurt anybody.
Let's see. So who? Uncle Leo was my dad's brother.
I didn't know there was an Uncle Leo.
Yeah, it was my Uncle Leo. And when he passed away, his wife, my Aunt Agnes, it was Leo and Agnes.
Got a perfect couple.
Yep.
Yeah.
She, I guess, was cleaning out. She came across these swords, and she asked me if I would like them. So I thought, cool.
Yeah, if somebody offered a piece of information, if somebody offers you a sword, always say yes. You'll figure it out later why you need it.
One of them is it says Knights of Columbus on it. I didn't know he was a member.
Okay.
But I have some swords that belong to my uncle. I have no idea how old they are.
Now that people know where they are, I'm moving them into hiding.
Okay.
Yeah, no one's ever going to find those. You're never going to find out the Stumpah answer, and you're never going to find the swords.
I wonder if I need a license for those. I wonder if I'm allowed to legally have those.
We need to look into things before we get arrested.
Probably.
This is why we don't talk about things on the internet. They always get us. Abby says, mixed in with old family photos from Dad, I found an old pin-up girl picture. Pin-up girl picture? What does that mean?
Really? Oh, well, back in like World War II, they had pictures like a lot of the like not Marilyn Monroe, but that type of actress would have a pin. Guys,
that's why she said. That's why she said would have rather to not have found that. And she said the strawberry cookie jar.
Strawberry cookie jar.
Is it shaped like a strawberry?
I think I remember that.
Dana says no license needed for swords, especially they are old. Whew.
Thank you.
Thank goodness. Yep. Okay, we can successfully continue our life as
I was worried there
as good citizens. Oh my goodness! And Justin is teasing the new movie coming out, Pete Braley and the Sword of Columbus. It will be, it'll be the set of books that I'm writing, fantasy novels about a man with bionic shoulders wielding a sword. And the big fight is going to be someone stabbing you in the shoulder, and it's going to go clink
because he'll hit the titanium.
And then you're just going to look at him like, "What was that, bitch?" Slice off their head. The books now aren't going to sell because I just told you the big fight.
Right,
but that's okay.
That's all right.
Yeah, it's going to be good. I'm going to start writing today.
Okay.
Pete Braley and the Sword of Columbus. Thank you, Justin, for the inspiration.
Hey, by the way, did you hear about the Patriots schedule? The NFL released all the schedules last night.
Yeah, it seems like pretty typical matchups from what, like, we're facing the Steelers. We're back to that division, so.
But there was one thing I read about last night that I know is not going to be popular in this house.
Ruh-roh.
From week 12, which I think is Thanksgiving.
Okay.
The Patriots are playing on Thanksgiving, by the way.
Oh, I didn't see that.
But they're playing Thanksgiving night.
Okay, I don't mind that as well.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
But from week 12 on, I think, they play Thursday night on Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Then the next week they play Thursday night.
Okay.
Then the next week they play Sunday night.
Okay.
Then the next week they play Monday night.
Okay. Nice.
So 4 weeks in a row of night games, and you're not a fan of those, aren't you? It's just not, you don't like waiting all day.
Yeah, I don't like waiting all day, and also I really like to watch it with the squad.
Right.
Like I like watching football games with a lot of people. It's way more fun that way. And at night that doesn't happen because everybody's got work the next day. Yeah, really stupid.
So, but yeah, evidently from week 12, 13, 14, 15, they're all night games.
That's weird that they would do that.
Yeah. It's just weird.
We do have some tough matchups though. It's going to be an interesting season, and we open up. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if the dates are finalized, but we open up against the Dolphins.
They open up
like we normally do.
Yeah, and they're going to Miami in
which is
September.
Good. I like it that way.
You like it that because that means the December game is back here, maybe in the snow.
For some reason, I mean, granted, we still lose to you guys at home. So for some reason, that late Dolphins game is such a struggle, but it's especially a struggle when we're in Miami.
Right.
We almost never win that game.
Yep.
So it's good.
I mentioned if you have an afternoon slump, or as he said, the 8:15 slump. If you've ever wondered why you find yourself hitting the coffee around 2 p.m, there's a scientific reason. It has to do with your natural circadian rhythm, which is all fine and good, but what we really need to know is how to combat that without the caffeine, right? Because it's either going to bother you later at night or you have the caffeine crash that we've talked about. Well, a website called Real Simple has 4 ways to help increase your energy down the home stretch, and they're actually pretty simple if you can try these. Number 1 is to laugh out loud.
It didn't help. I still hate life.
Find your favorite coworker or check out some comedy on YouTube. And evidently laughing out loud is going to wake you up. Okay.
Charlie's my favorite coworker, though.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Number 2 is to stretch. You don't need yoga pants for this, but you do need to stand up. Okay, so every now and then.
Power pose.
Yes.
I don't feel any better.
Number 3 is to get some fresh air. Open a window, sit in the sunshine, take a quick walk around the block if you can, if you get a coffee break or something.
Get some vitamin D.
Yeah. And finally, number 4 is to have whole grains for lunch. We're talking about fiber-rich quinoa. I love that word.
Quinoa.
Quinoa.
Never had quinoa.
We're talking about farro. We're talking about sprouted whole grain bread, which will keep you full and help you avoid that afternoon sugar crash. Because how many people reach for that? Wasn't there an old commercial? You reach for a Three Musketeers bar to give you an afternoon, but then you get the sugar crash. Not too long after.
I never crave a Three Musketeers in the middle of the day.
I think there was some commercial that used to push that or whatever. But yeah, some people will reach for a candy bar to get them through that afternoon.
I don't find that type of sugar helps. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
You don't think so?
No, I've never been like, oh, I'm so tired. Somebody give me a pixie stick. Isn't that the thing with sugar?
Yeah, with the sugar in it, yeah.
No, I've never felt that way.
Yeah.
Coffee or, I don't know. Definitely like standing up definitely helps.
And don't they say an apple also gives you a little boost?
Yeah, I read something that said an apple gives you more energy than a coffee. I don't know how true that was.
I heard that.
But
yeah.
I heard that from somebody.
All right. It is Foodie Friday time this morning, and we did have a local restaurant in mind for this week, but then COVID came and we couldn't go out. So luckily, we did have a backup plan. Time for another edition of Foodie Friday, and this week we have Drake's Funny Bones. This all started, I guess, when we did the Twinkies video.
Yes.
And somebody commented on there saying that their favorite was the Drake's Funny Bone, but not all stores have it.
Yeah.
But we were lucky. Okay, we found it. So
I have never had this, never even heard of it.
Hadn't heard of it either?
No, and apparently I'm like the only one. Every time I keep talking to people, they're like, oh yeah, Drake's Funny Bones. I'm like, huh?
Seeing this?
Yeah, Charlie's very intrigued.
He loved the smell of licorice when he did that.
I will say the other day we were at dinner like talking about future Foodie Fridays, and we were like, we have that one that we bought, but we haven't done yet. It was like Drake's, and I was like, it was like Drake's elbow, and you guys were like, no, what? It's not Drake's elbow.
It's not Devil Dogs.
I was like, no, and I was like, I swear it's like a body part. Is it not? Like it's Drake's wrist or Drake's elbow, and finally someone was like, Drake's Funny Bone, and I was like, I told you, I was close, okay?
It was Trish. All right, so the Drake's Funny Bone, of course, this is it's a frosted peanut butter cream filled devil's food cake.
I'm excited. I like peanut butter. I like chocolate. I like cake.
It's not going to be like a Reese's, though. It's not going to taste like a Reese's.
Don't tell me what to expect.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're trying to influence my score. I would never do that to you.
Cheers.
Our fingers are going to be covered in chocolate. Please be careful afterwards. Cheers.
Here we go. Just like I remembered.
Okay.
You want some? Doggy can't have chocolate.
I guess I expected the...
What?
I expected the cake to be more like a Swiss roll.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not.
No.
I like the peanut butter, though.
Do you think there's enough peanut butter, or should there be more?
I think there's a good amount.
Abby, I really try not to make mouth noises now that I've discovered how much you don't like it. So
you guys are just lucky, number one, that I put the drums behind it, a little background beat, because it takes a lot of the severity away. But also, you're lucky that you're not listening to it without drums, with headphones on. I promise you, whatever cringiness you think it sounds like, it's multiply that by 100 from me right now.
Ramped up. All right, so you gonna finish it? Oh, okay. What's the serving size of it?
A package?
Yeah, 2 cakes. 340 calories per serving. Oh my goodness. All right, rating time. I'll go first, and you can try to
Yeah,
talk me out
this is
of
a
it.
tough one here.
Is it really?
No, I'm not doing that anymore. I told you. I'm not going to talk you out of your score. You stick with it.
I'm going to go 6.5
Okay.
because it's good, but I'm not going to make this like an every week item on the grocery list. You know, it was nice to have a little trip down memory lane, but I'm not going to go gaga.
That's a good score. I'm not going to go gaga on this. I'm not going to go goo goo gaga on this thing right here. Like Twinkies, I gaga goo goo. I gabagool over the Twinkies. I don't even know what this guy's saying.
Yabba dabba doo.
I yabba dabba do over the Swiss rolls, you know. This guy's just making up stuff now. No, I think that's a fair score. I had higher expectations for this.
Did you?
Yeah, I was expecting a Swiss roll, but with peanut butter,
Okay.
kind of thing. Or, well, I mean, we had Twinkies. Like, if the cake, I wish the cake was more like the Twinkie cake.
Okay.
It's not. It's not.
No.
I don't know.
It bland,
A little bit
drier.
drier.
The
The cake is a little bit drier.
okay.
Which is, I mean, it's good. The package wasn't moist, like the Twinkies.
Yeah.
which was concerning.
How do you get moist in a package?
I don't know. I'm gonna go 5.5 out of 10.
Wow.
I wasn't completely sold. I'll have it again. I didn't hate it. I feel like sub 5 is like you really didn't like it.
I would agree.
I liked it. It was okay. I didn't mind it.
Okay.
Probably don't really want to have it again. Might if it's at somebody's house and I'm really hungry.
Right.
Might dabble. But if I'm at the grocery store and I got the whole aisle in front of me, there's a pretty low chance I'm going to choose this one. So I'm sorry to insult whoever gave us this idea.
I forgot who
They
it
seemed
was.
like they were very passionate about it.
Could be.
So yeah, I do apologize about that.
Just not funny bone lovers here. Yeah. If you have an idea of something we can try for a future Foodie Friday, either something he's never had before, or if it's a chain restaurant, or even a local restaurant, let us know, and we might feature that on a future Foodie Friday. Yeah, so funny. Dana says funny bones were his favorite. So
Maybe I just got a bad funny bone, you know?
you got a bad funny bone. Boom, 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 boom. By the way,
Your food lingo always cracks me up.
what?
I don't go for
I don't go.
This doesn't really make me go gaga. What are you saying?
You know what I found out this week
What'd you
on the
find out?
History Channel foods that built America?
I was just picking on you last night talking to Justin about that.
So what'd you say?
He said we were talking about the new Batman. He was like, "Is that Pete's kind of movie? Would Pete like that movie?" And I was like, "Well." I was like, I don't know. Like, he watches those movies like with us, but like if his movies are like documentary style. I was like I can't tell you. Like every couple weeks or so, I get 15 facts on KFC for no reason. So, yeah.
This week it was about Little Debbie, the snacks,
yeah.
and Entenmann's.
Oh,
About the
right
battle.
up your alley, man.
Yeah, about the battle. And you know what really advanced the funny bones and the Little Debbie snack cakes?
What's that?
The invention of plastic. Because they couldn't figure out the first Little Debbie treat, which, by the way, the company was not known as Little Debbie at the time.
Oh, maybe Debbie wasn't born yet.
Was it the Mackenzies or something like that? That was the name of their company.
It was their favorite child first.
Well,
Mackenzie. And then Debbie was born, and they were like, Debbie's way more deserving of this title.
What happened was they brought in a branding expert. You know, like, how can we grow this company? And the first thing he said was, you got to change the name.
Yeah, listen, Mackenzie's ugly. Let's go with Debbie. She's a lot cuter.
No.
Oh, that's not how it happened?
It was the family name of the bakery.
Oh, okay.
It was the family name. So then what they did was it was a husband and wife, and they said to the husband, they said, what are your grandchildren? What are their names? So they went down all the names, and they settled on Debbie. And then they put, that is actually Debbie's picture, that Little Debbie.
Yeah, but that's a dangerous game, man. Debbie's clearly the favorite grandchild now. You know what I'm saying? Debbie made him rich.
Company's worth billions.
How can little grandbaby Mark compete? You know what I'm saying? Like, screw you, Mark.
Really.
Poor guy.
The first thing they put out was the oatmeal cookies with the cream in the middle.
Yeah.
Oatmeal pie.
Oatmeal pies. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was their very first treat.
They're okay.
And they wondered,
Doug's a big fan of those.
They wondered, how are we going to package this and how do we put it out that it's going to last on store shelves? Mm-hmm. And it was plastic was the answer.
Nasty word warning. They were like, what can we package it in so it's still moist?
Yes.
They were like, how can we make the package damp without people thinking it's gross?
And if it wasn't for plastic, wouldn't have happened. So
yeah. Oh, God.
Crazy.
Plastic, though.
The other thing I learned was, the Entenmann box, when you go and you buy like an Entenmann Danish or whatever.
Okay.
They also had a problem because the bakery in the grocery store, their stuff was selling much better than the Entenmann's boxes. Mm-hmm. So they were like, what can we do about that? So Mrs. Entenmann, who was running the company, said, well, what's the difference? Why their stuff is being displayed in a glass case and ours is in a box. So they decided to put a window on the box.
There
so
it is.
you can see the cake, and that was it. Sales took off.
People want to see what they're eating.
See?
Yeah.
The stuff you learn by watching the History Channel.
Look at that.
I tell you.
Yeah.
Anyway, that is going to do it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned. We do have the post show coming up. That's where we can catch up on some chats and just hang out. Maybe accomplish one or two more things here. We do have a thought for the day today, if you must leave. And our thought is, there will always be someone who can't see your worth. Don't let it be you. All right. We'll be right back with the post show. We back. I like that song.
Oh, thanks. It's only been played 200-something times. Finally, he's like, hey, you know what? It's not crap. It's all right.
Not a piece
It's all
of
right.
crap.
It's really growing on me now. Only took a year.
How'd you write that? Just came to you or what?
I was out in New York one day and I saw people building a skyscraper and I was like, I heard the drill. It was like, wah, 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 and I was like, oh, that's really speaking to me deep down. And then they were moving some lumber and the crane broke and the lumber all fell one by one and I was like, ooh. I felt that in my heart.
Why did I ask?
Yeah.
Why did I even ask?
So then I came home and I was telling a story and I heard off in the distance there was a weed whacker or something. I was like, and I was like, that's a really weird sound for a weed whacker to make. I was like, I feel like that might just fit in here. And I was like, and I think we're missing just one more element. And Trish was doing dishes actually, and she turned the sink on and went, and it was perfect. Yeah.
This is when your siblings always say, you got him, because whenever I get into that high pitch.
Yeah. When I started out, I had no idea where that was going.
I was going to say, you had no, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, why was I in New York? I haven't been to New York since I was like 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fun fact.
No, but what I wonder is when you write music,
I found a.
Do you
I
sit
found a sample. Do you want me to tell a story?
Can I finish my question?
I guess you already asked it. Though.
I always wonder, do you sit there and just kind of like pluck around, say, yeah, that's no good. Oh, wait, I like that. I
found the sample of the guitar part. So somebody else played the guitar, and I found it on this little sample library thing that I pay for. And so it was the.
Okay.
And so, and then I love the sound of toms. I love really epic drums. So like the, and I thought it had to be epic because it was like, it was the standby song.
Right.
So I wanted people to be gearing up so that when the show starts, they were like, oh, wow, this is disappointing. So
I waited for this.
So the toms, I really wanted the toms in there.
Okay.
And then everything else just kind of fell into place. Like the bass, I forgot what the bass does, but yeah, everything from that point, it's just like what fits, you play notes in the key of the song and you find something that fits.
Cool.
Like it's a little electric piano, like I was And then the second time around, there's a higher octave. I can't go that high with my voice right now. But, it goes really high.
I've always.
Oh, and then I needed something really epic right before, and so I found another sample of someone like just doing this crazy beat on the drums. So that's the. And then it like the was perfect right at the end. So then it falls out, and it's just the guitar again. So
cool.
That's how it was born. Thank you for my show and scene.
I have always loved how the creative mind works.
I like the construction project story more though. That was...
Yeah, and that was put together right on the spot.
Thank you.
So.
Improv, acting.
Improv. Yes,
I believe is what that was. Acting. I'm an actor.
All right, what do we got in the chats here?
I don't know. After that story, nobody's here.
Abby was saying we were talking about tipping, and she said, I reluctantly tipped the hotel staff, even though they were growing something in the coffee pot.
Did you tell anybody, Abby? Yeah. We agreed that you would tell somebody and hopefully get a discount. For those of you that don't know, Abby was staying at a hotel when she surprised us and she was down here, and the coffee pot was growing like an insane creature inside.
Yeah.
It was mold and like I think maybe someone was trying to plant a flower.
Oh,
I don't
maybe.
even know. There's like vines and stuff. It was nasty, and I told her to tell somebody because like gross. Well, actually, I was telling her to take one for the team and make a cup of coffee, and then get really sick and then sue.
Oh, okay.
Gee,
thanks, man. Yeah.
I thought, you deal with the vomiting and upset stomach for, I don't know, maybe a week. Hopefully don't die. And then you get a lot of money from it, No, I'm kidding. Don't do that.
She also said, when I worked at the grocery store, little ladies would tip me when I helped them to their car. They were pretty persistent with the tipping.
Gary said,
"Here, take this."
Gary said, Abby, can you tell us the hotel? No, let's not put a hotel out of business.
No, we're not going to do that.
No, they made a mistake. That's okay. People make mistakes.
But call me first, Gary, before we stay anywhere.
We'll let you know which hotel to stay in, though. Abby said, were you guys up in Maine with us when I sliced my leg open on the horseshoe pole? Not that I recall.
No, I don't remember that.
Why are you playing like full contact horseshoes? It's not supposed to be that serious.
Well, if it was getting dark and you trip over it,
Yes, I mean, you're not supposed to step in the sandbox. You're supposed to step on the side, maybe to reach and get
Reach in and get your horseshoe.
I guess. I don't know. What else? Dana's always funny on Fridays. He's like low-key rude, but he goes, okay, stop the Woody Bantha and get to the food.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, screw this show. Can we just get to the food, please?
Can we get to the food?
Yeah, but Dana, see, that's the reason why we keep it at the end, because if we did it in the beginning, you guys would just leave.
Just leave.
Yeah, pretty much. What else we got? How's everybody feeling? Dana says, I love funny bones. Paul says, you got to eat it with milk, is the funny bones.
Oh.
Do you dip it in the milk, Paul? I will say, just talking about Foodie Friday and criticism out here. What? So much criticism on the black licorice.
Oh, you're right.
We didn't eat true black licorice.
Twizzlers don't count.
But everybody was like, nah, you need to eat this black licorice. You'll be vomiting for days. And I'm like,
why would we do that?
Why? If you really wanted us to do it, you should say something vague like, hey, you should try this black licorice and then tell me how you think. Well, like, I think it was Dana maybe who was like, if you eat that black licorice, it'll rip the hair right off your chest. I'm like,
why would I do that?
That's not what I'm looking for when it comes to food. Why would I now want to chase that down and do it? But yeah, a lot of people were mad at us.
A question I have is, where do you buy this real licorice now? Because I was thinking about, like, we used to go to remember they used to store up the street, Jackson's Variety. We used to go there and they would still sell penny candy that wasn't for a penny anymore, but they would still sell all this stuff. Do we still have variety stores around?
I don't know. I mean, Dorothy Cox probably has black licorice, I would think, maybe. I don't know. She's famous for chocolate. But
right.
Maybe we could.
Well, I'll have to check that out, I guess.
But yeah, we try to do Foodie Fridays in a efficient manner,
Yeah,
black licorice. I send Pete to the grocery store and he gets Twizzlers.
Or I go to Walmart,
I don't know. We try to do our best and it's never good enough. And I just don't know what's happening.
And that was the thing when people said Twizzlers don't count. I'm like, well, it was black
licorice.
Twizzlers, black licorice.
No, I mean, they're probably right, though. There's probably like added sugars and stuff to make it less bad. I don't know, but... Yeah. We try our best. We always get criticized. I work really hard on the show, and then to come on here, and I tried black licorice, and I didn't even want to eat black licorice. I did that like right after lunch. I wasn't even hungry.
I didn't want to eat it because I knew I didn't like it.
And I put that together and edited it, and everybody doesn't like it.
You okay?
No.
Okay.
No.
Sorry about it.
I'm in my feels.
So, yeah, I got to pack today.
Are you excited for your trip?
I am. I'm a little. I don't know what to pack. I'm probably going to pack both. Bring a few jeans, bring a few shorts, because the weather has been like even down there. It's been like 70, and then it was windy, rainy, 60. So I don't know.
See, the glorious thing about jeans, though, and I hope this isn't nasty, but I feel like this is a pretty common thing. You can get multiple wears out of a pair of jeans,
right? So
you can bring like one, maybe two pairs of jeans, and the rest shorts, and you'll be all right.
Okay.
Plus, like we always say, they have stores. So if you don't bring enough underwears or something, you can always pick some up.
And Sarah has a washer and dryer.
Exactly. You could do laundry every night. Bring one set of clothes. Do laundry every single night. That's not a waste of water at all.
I read something once about talking about blue jeans and mulching. Like how many times do you wear your jeans? Mm-hmm. I read something that said you could actually get like a week or two out of your jeans.
No, that's
before
gross.
You wash them.
I go two or three wears, and it depends how long I wore them in the day, and also like what I did when I was wearing them. Like if I was sweating, I'm gonna wash them. Give them the smell test. You know what I'm saying? Or if they stank, then don't go wearing your jeans.
Or if you were outside, you get a little mud on them or something.
Obviously. Any visible,
right.
Any visible dirt or anything, obviously do not wear them. That's gross.
I can't see more than 3 wears. Does anybody wear their jeans more than 3 times before they wash them?
No. Like the jeans I'm currently wearing, I've actually worn these 3 days in a row, but I wore them for the show, then took them off to work out. And then maybe put them back on for like a couple hours. So I got 3 wears out of these. I'm going to wash them now. I'm not going to wear them anymore.
Okay.
They passed the stank test, but now they don't pass the ethical test. Should I wear them 4 days in a row? No. That's weird.
So, Mom and I are talking about things we want to do in Virginia Beach. She said she wants to go out to lunch a few times. I'm like, because we normally do breakfast when we're down there, right? We'll go to breakfast places or maybe a brunch or something like that, but... She wants to go to Kirkland's, of course.
Of course.
So maybe we'll find some new decor for the stew. I don't know.
Yeah, we could use a gnome. We've been gnomeless for so long. I miss Jethro. I hope he's okay.
I'll try to get you a gnome.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. Please do. But yeah, I'm not going because I might my manual labor career might be continuing. Kat's fiance and father-in-law might need some help, so that's why I'm staying.
He is staying to take care of a bay window.
And also, the Pete Braley Show just runs a lot easierly.
Better? Runs better.
That would have been a wise talk show thing to do, is say the better.
Yeah.
Say better.
Yeah.
The show runs easierly if I'm here. So it's a lot harder to send both of us to Virginia than just one.
Yeah.
So that's an advantage as well.
Okay.
And I get time away from the old people, which is always nice, Keep my sanity. We spend so much time together.
This house is going to be quiet without us and without Charlie.
Do you know who I am? There'll be like music blasting.
Yeah.
Trust me, the Andy Griffith theme song will be now in my head for the next month and a half. So I hope everybody's ready for it. If there's one thing I love doing, it's whistling. And if there's another thing I love doing, it's whistling the same song over and over again. So everybody get ready for that. Let's see. Friday the 13th. Diane said is the no 13th floor in the elevator. She said, is that because Jesus took the elevator up to the ballroom to attend the supper? Could be.
Could be.
Who am I to say? I mean, he was Jesus.
I wasn't there.
He probably could have if he wanted to. But yeah, everybody have a good Friday the 13th. Stay safe. Yeah. Don't piss off any cats.
What is it? Don't
pay attention to ladders and stuff.
Don't let a black cat cross your path.
Yeah.
Don't break a mirror. Don't walk under ladders.
Don't spill salt. Just go to bed. You know what? It's 9:20. Why don't you just watch some Netflix and take it easy?
Checking out to the 14th, man.
Take it sleazy. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
I have to cut the grass today.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah. Oh, shut your mouth. I hate it when you do this.
What?
You're like, hey, buddy, I think you should cut the grass. No.
My yard doesn't look like...
I had COVID, and then it was like rainy and cloudy. And they criticize out here. I give them, see, the thing that bothers me, you guys are so critical.
Here it comes.
And then after I cut the lawn, you guys are like, man, you are good. The lawn looks fantastic. And I'm like, of course it does. I don't do anything half-ass.
Takes a little while to get there, but it looks fantastic.
All right, we gotta go because I'm about to start yelling.
We're gonna throw it down.
Yeah. So
where's my Knights of Columbus sword?
I don't want you guys to see my dark side.
I will talk to you next week from Virginia Beach. Please tune in Monday for Matt and Justin.
Yeah.
And last time you did that, Kat walked in and scared the hell out of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna text her today and be like, hey, can you just let me know somehow? If
Yeah.
you're coming inside my house.
That would be better, yeah.
Yeah.
Have a great weekend, and as we always say, no matter what, go out and make it a great day.
Peace.